You've seen them on HGTV. They're cute and fun and everybody seems to want one. Yep, we're talking about a tiny house. In case you don't know what we're talking about, a tiny house is an actual house built on a trailer, so it's tiny. They're typically well designed and built by professional home builders. It's a small package that packs a big quality punch. So let's pretend for a second that you find out there's a contest to win a tiny house. Of course you enter, and then you find out you won. To get the tiny house, you have to complete about 10 hours of coursework to take care of a few things. But it's to get a free tiny house, so it's worth it. The first course deals with the legal paperwork and logistics related to getting the tiny house to you. The next course collects information about your house so the builder can build a tiny house that has enough beds and design that you will love. In course 3, you have to do some heavy lifting, choosing and delivering the furniture that you want in your house. Once the courses are complete, the builder gets to work making the tiny house she knows will meet your needs perfectly. Since you haven't actually met in person, you trust her expertise and the details you provided in the coursework. Once the tiny house is complete, you get to see it for the first time and you are ecstatic. The builder has listened to your needs and read the information you provided, applied incredible skill. She hands you the keys and the place is yours to enjoy. Tiny houses are cool and winning a tiny house would be awesome, but that's not the point of this story. It's a metaphor for 48 and 48. Just like the tiny house contest, 48 and 48 wants to give you something necessary and valuable for free. And to do it, we have to ask you to contribute time and information and to trust the professional who is giving you her time to build something that suits your needs perfectly. Here's how it works. The website is limited in scope, just like a tiny house is limited to fit on a trailer. A 48 and 48 website is a small marketing site built in 48 hours. It's not huge and full of bells and whistles. It's built to be purposeful and attractive. Also the cost. The tiny house is free, but would still cost you money in the long run. The same is true for a 48 and 48 site. The initial site is free, but you have to pay someone to host and maintain the site. Chances are you're already doing this. And for hosting, you can host your site or park it on our server for 30 days after the event. After that, you'll need to pay hosting with us or with someone else, like getting to park your tiny house somewhere free for 30 days. But eventually, you'll have to pay for it either way. Don't worry, if you want to have it moved, it's not a problem. We have a partner that will do it for you for $100. Also, complete sites aren't perfect sites. After a 48-hour event, your website will be complete, but it won't be perfect. You may still need to add some text or update some images. Think of it like deciding to change the color of a bathroom after you move into your tiny house. Not a big deal, but it may require a little bit of time or possibly hiring a professional to help you do it, possibly even the volunteer that helped you in the first place. Also, the site goes live and is handed off at the event. We officially hand it over to the site owner. It's like getting the keys to your tiny house, and at that point, it's all yours. And last, limited support. There's one big difference between this scenario and what we're doing at 48 and 48. At 48 and 48, it's like building an entire community of tiny houses. Even with an amazing team of volunteer professionals, because we're building 48 sites at a time, follow-up support is limited to answering questions. At the end of the day, it's worth it. You have a space that's all your own and you're proud to show others. It represents you, it's purposeful, and it's small enough that you can keep it looking and working great for years to come.